Hello.
Hey! Oh, Ben,
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
So I gave everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off. That's literally my mindset at that time. So please,
and I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh, where arm wrestling matters. Boom!
This is Inside the Strap.
Sweet, church. We are on another episode of Inside the Strap podcast, where arm wrestling matters. And you got your boy Chill Daddy Cap, and below me we have Ben Tahini from Wellington.
What a pause, guy.
I was like, is it gonna say it? Sweet ass.
I was like, yeah.
A little something different tonight, guys. We'll be talking about the event, the top 8 event down in Wellington versus Fresh Meat versus Wellington top 8. But tonight we got a special guest, and I will put him on. 1 second. Drum roll, please. We have Lewis Tonga from the Savage Stallions out West Auckland. Good
What's up? What's up?
brother.
What's good? What's good? Hey,
Okay.
brothers.
How we always started. So I've already introduced myself. So then I will drop it down to the middle to the man Lewis, and he can introduce himself.
Hey, what's up, guys? Name's Lewis, also known as Savage Stallion, based out here in Henderson, West Auckland. New guys on the scene, I guess. But yeah, grateful to be here on your guys' podcast.
Awesome. All right, everyone. My name is Benjamin Tahini. Ben Tahini, known from the Wellington Arm Wrestling Club, based out of Miramar. Been doing arm wrestling for 7 years now, and I love it. And I'm also grateful for the opportunity to have Lewis on and being on the platform again, and working with my man, the Cat, who's 2 steps ahead of me. But yeah, looking forward to this. Looking forward to another session anyway, and it's a special episode too. So we have that special edition. So what makes it different than the last episodes that we've had? So yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome. If you've seen the last episodes, I always seem to do highs and lows to do the icebreaker. It's going to be a little different tonight just because we can't reflect on the matches and all that. But what we can reflect on is our journeys into being part of arm wrestling. So you can just do your highs and lows about your journey and how you came into arm wrestling, and we can start it off with Lewis.
All right. So how I got started into this arm wrestling journey. As a kid.
Your highs.
Oh, my highs.
Yeah, what's your highs being part of like?
Charles, man, what the?
Yeah, he was gonna tell a story.
Yeah, oh, geez,
We'll save that story for the next part.
Oh, okay. So the highs of being in the sport.
Yeah.
Just getting to compete again as an athlete. Just a new sport to dive into, to learn. Those are all my highs, meeting new people. Just the environment itself and arm wrestling. I've kind of always liked it as a kid, so to be on a journey doing it is a high for me.
Any lows, Lewis? With the sport?
No lows. All my lows are just learning experiences, just learning on the fly. I don't count my losses as losses. I look at them as learning experiences.
Awesome.
So there's my lows are just learning experiences as part of the journey.
Is there any particular lows that you've experienced in arm wrestling? Part of you being in that journey?
Um, not being fully prepared, I guess. Um, uh, from doing an event to jumping straight onto the table, no, like no warm up, no nothing as the host. So yeah, that's my biggest low at the moment as an athlete was yeah, trying to do everything at once, and then it's my turn to go perform and not performing well.
Yeah, yeah.
I can relate, bro. Definitely relate. I've
Yeah.
had a bit of experience like that.
Alrighty,
Um,
and on to you, Ben. Your highs and
okay,
lows about your journey in arm wrestling.
highs and lows. So my highs in arm wrestling is that you're constantly learning. Where you think you know everything, and then you come up against someone who's much more experienced than yourself, you're humbled instantly, and you're like, "Wow, there's much more to add on to arm wrestling than what you think you know." It's like the more you know, the less you don't. So it's like you got to learn how to empty your cup over and over again, which is a positive thing. It's a high for me because not just competing, it's also being amongst the community
Mm.
and being able to interact and building those relationships and building rapport with each arm wrestler. Um, and there's not just arm wrestling as well, as you all know, the organizing as well is quite fun. Uh, and the highs about it is,
That's Lewis is agreeing about that.
Yeah.
well,
Heaps of fun in that,
I,
eh?
I did. Well, we'll get to the lows soon. But the highs about it was literally it's connecting to the whole community throughout New Zealand. As part of being an organizer, you get to know not only just your minimal club, but you get to know the extension of every other uh, club, such as like Christchurch, Tauranga,
Mm.
Waikato, Invercargill, Otago, and all that. So it really, you really get to experience the whole package. In the lows, like Lewis said, you're always learning throughout the way, throughout your mistakes, and part of that was being, I'd say, overdoing arm wrestling and not stepping back and realizing, man, I can just step back. I don't have to do that extra pronation lift. I don't have to red liner on the table, continue to beat myself up just to get stronger. You think that's wise, but in reality, you're really hurting yourself. And I learned the
Mm.
hard way, which caused me to have injury for almost like 8 months. And that impacted my mental health throughout it. But I learned a lot through that as well. So that was part of my lows in arm wrestling. 8 months being off arm wrestling and being back in is great. So it's another high, but a low at the same time. So yeah,
Me.
those are my highs and lows.
Alrighty,
Gents.
I guess it's my turn. Um, highest for me is being able to use my 10 years experience and share my knowledge to all the young guns that are coming into arm wrestling.
Mm.
Especially being able to collab with Lewis, the Savage Stallions. We do mean events for the last 2 years now.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Um, Also getting able to collab with the Wellington lot, Ben and his crew. So those are all my highs for me. Just being able to meet amazing people and be able to do the thing we love, which is arm wrestling. The low for me is I'm getting old now. Um, Getting a lot of injury.
Okay.
Prime. There's no such thing as old.
Just old. So now all I can do is be that side man, the corner man now. I'm a corner man all of a sudden. So yeah, that's only lows for me. So that's the icebreaker done, and we can move on
Nice.
to some questions from Ben.
Yes. So Lewis, just going into uh, you just going into the event itself, how did you find for your first well actually I'll just ask you this question before I ask this other extended question. How was this your first event that you organized for the Savage Stallions for the recent event that happened?
Yes. This was our
Wow.
first ever hosting of an event and organizing and planning of an event. Yeah, that's my first time.
Talk us through that and what that process was like for your first time having to like being in that environment, getting yourself in the deep end, you know,
Um,
from communicating to promoting, making sure things are operating. Talk us through all that.
yeah, it's pretty hectic trying to learn on the fly when when you put the event up and then time just keeps running out. Then you just start stressing. But
Hmm.
yeah, it was pretty pretty hectic time because yeah, like I said, it was my first time ever trying to organize and trying to set up an event. So I was just doing a lot of research, looking at previous club wars, and then just my visual of what I wanted it to look like. And
Hmm.
yeah, so just the organizing, getting things in place, making sure I had great communication with Charles and his team. So we had matches organized, and then just finding sponsors. So shout out to our sponsors at the back. Uh, Give them a little shout out as well. Kakiti Hamo, Zeal, Cash Converters, NZ Iron
Hey.
Strength, Shore
Whoa.
Doors, Rolliston Roofing, and Club Trophy NZ. So shout out to our sponsors who helped get our event up and going.
Awesome.
Um,
I
Nice.
got a little thing from Lee Rika. I reckon it was a smooth tournament. Lewis Tonga time frame well. So
Cheers,
Bang.
brother.
It's on the money.
yeah,
Yeah, we tried to push it out nice and smoothly. Had all the athletes organized in one area, so that we didn't have to call them over the mic a lot and chase them around. So I just all the events that I've been to, I just tried to make it as smooth as possible, just so it's interesting for the crowd, and it's good on the athletes not waiting around for long periods of time.
session is try
Yeah,
to.
definitely seen that throughout the event that I was watching online. I seen that he's had really good. He's had a what do you call it? It was good consistency. Each round that went, it was just flowing. It was flowing really well. So I definitely seen that on the video and time management. It just all went by
Yeah, I'd just like
like
to shout out
although it
to
was long.
my team in the background who helped me out heaps. Just getting them organized, just saying who's the next matchup, like behind scenes, and I just give them a little heads up so they can go run into the waiting area and let the next two athletes know. Plus, I'd call it over the mic. I was being MC as well, so I'd give them a heads up to get ready.
And did you have many people helping? Who was your team helping you out throughout the organizing? Like who did you work with? How many people did you
Um,
have involved, and who was the people helping you out throughout the event?
my wife, my family, and just the club members. Everyone just pitched in here and there. Um, Alphon with his help and getting some connections with videography and cousins in that with their photography skills. So yeah, we had a good little team that helped put it all together.
We have a little comment there from Malia. Let's go, no mercy.
I think she was just talking about the video in the background. Also, I got a question for you too, Lewis. For people who don't know Savage Arm Wrestling Club yet, how would you describe your club and what is it about?
So our club here in West Auckland is a family orientated club. So we're all about including the whole family. I believe if once you build a community, it starts with the family and then it just expands from there. So we're all about the vibes, good vibes only, no dramas. We're all about uh, teaching what we know, passing it on to the next generation and all the newcomers. So yeah, we're just all about the good vibes out here out west. For any of you that they know about us out here in West Auckland.
Mhm.
Yeah, like people don't know that what makes me and um Lewis's club, different from other clubs, is we are more family orientated. So like even our events that we put on, it's more we've been trying to move away from the pubs and the RSAs so that we can bring our old folks, our kids, our wives to it. So that's what me and Lewis is trying to achieve in New Zealand. Um, he also has probably the most girls who compete in New Zealand. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been pushing more women's. So big ups to Lewis for giving me that drive to try to push for more ladies and to the sport. So just a little background from there.
Cheers for
I
that.
did, I definitely did notice that with the family orientation that you guys have a big influence on. Even even when Freshman came down to Wellington,
Mm,
that was our very first time that we ever hosted it at a community and having all of the family and kids over.
yeah.
At our last year's event, we didn't even have that. We had like maybe a father and maybe a bit of the family came to support the event last year, but we didn't have any children there. So it was
Mm,
like it was a huge change from what we had this year to last year. A lot of people with their kids came, um, and it was just a vibe. It definitely was a vibe, and it's something that's influenced us now. So it's something we want to continue to do.
mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I find that going to events where your family and that can come support you. And I encouraged all our members too to always bring your family and friends to come because you get a better pump out of it. You know, you got that little bit of a drive extra because now you have to perform under pressure because you got all your
And
family and friends coming to come to support you. So, but it just builds up the atmosphere, and that's what I'm trying to build up with in this arm wrestling is the build up the atmosphere so the athletes got get that little drive behind them and give it their all, and they know that they're not just up there by themselves. They got their family and friends up there with them, cheering them on. So yeah,
100% agree with you. When I was on stage, I'm usually used to having a drink or something to give me that extra drive. And
yeah,
I was unsure whether my family was going to come because I hadn't seen any of them sitting at the back, and they finally turned up. And I was like, oh no, it's on. I've got to give it everything. And if you watch the event, man, I went nuts.
I bet.
It's just having your family that really does give you that push.
Mm, no, really does. That's why I always push it onto the members. I always encourage them to bring their family and friends just to come support area or their matches.
I also have a question here again. What's one thing people misunderstand about arm wrestling?
Um, for my experience, that I hear a lot is they're scared about breaking their arm,
Yeah,
and
that's a
that's
big
like
one.
I think that's the biggest misunderstanding is like your arm's not gonna break. Like it only breaks if you don't have the right teachings and techniques taught to you. Um, but we've been able to get good guidance and know um, where to stop people and how to correct people at trainings and that. But yeah, I think that's the misconception with arm wrestling is people are a lot of them are scared of breaking their arm.
Yeah. I
Ooh.
think over my years I've seen 3 arm breaks at a tournament, but that was at the start when we were still learning.
Yeah.
But
Well,
now over the years now I haven't seen 1 arm break, and um, always try to tell them it's not like just pulling your arm down. It's all about pulling, which is
Mm.
the safest way. So, and in these sports, we
Get
all
injured.
evolve. Yeah, we all evolve. We all get injured, but then we all learn how to pull safer. So it's now if you want to get into arm wrestling, you can find all that on YouTube and whatnot. And yeah, I think it's a safer sport now. So
Mm.
damn. So Charles, did you say you witnessed three people break their arms?
yes, so back in 2017 when I first built the club. and we went down to Tauranga. Was my club's first tournament, and I had a young prodigy called Nimux. Shout out to Nimux if you're watching this podcast. Um, it was his first tournament, and he had a bigger opponent. He was like a bodybuilder, and I think he was about 17 too. He was around about that age. And what the guy did, he went like this, and then throwing a strap, and then all he hears is a big clean snap.
Whoa.
So that was my first experience, and his first experience. Well, everyone. But the funniest thing was that the fellas, like the whole crowd, all just vanished, and just left the two athletes on the table, strapped up. So
Oh.
Did you
that
remember the
was
location of the comp when we just had it in Tauranga?
I would have to look. I have to go dig right back. But yeah, I think it was around about 2017, and then yeah, it was in Tauranga.
So that wasn't Limax. It was the other opponent who snapped
Yeah,
his
it
arm.
was Nimax who snapped his opponent's arm. Yes, so we end up calling him Nimax the arm break kid after that. That was his nickname for a while.
Limax.
Yeah. Who was the second one? Yeah, the second one was the girls. I think it was Finn's partner and Mate's partner. I think it was. But what happened
that's
there?
right.
But
That's
what
right,
happened
Bailey.
there was if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, is that they stopped Finn's partner because she was in a bad position, but then some reason thing ended up being in a worse position, and she ended up breaking her arm. So that was the second one for me.
Was it?
And then
Wow.
like I said, it's been like 10 years, and
Whoa.
I
10
can't
years
remember the
experience.
third one. Yeah, I can't remember the third one, but I remember there was three I've witnessed. Like I've been there, and I'm like, God damn! But
I
it's never
remember
put me off.
Bailey
I
mentioning
still
that.
pull. So yeah.
I remember Bailey mentioning that she'd broken her arm.
Ah, yes,
I
Bailey.
don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what arm it was at the time when I was training with the Waikato Brothers in Arms. I think back in 2022, she had mentioned that she'd broken her arm because I've seen her arm wrestle, and it was no surprise that she could arm wrestle, but she was pretty good at it too. What a shame that she didn't carry on.
Oh, okay. I got a question. Okay, I got a question.
Oh,
Question
whoa,
for
whoa.
Cap. If you could choose only one workout for arm wrestling, what would it be? Okay, so
Side
that's
pressure.
nah. To be honest, it won't be side pressure. It was actually when I first started off was actually the riser. So
Well, that makes
what
sense.
when I first started, I used to be an offsider in a truck. So every morning we would travel out from East Tamaki to what was our first destination? To the shore to load up some buffware. So I used to have a dumbbell in the passenger seat with just the weights on the front, and then I'll have what was it? A strap to make the handle thicker, and I used to do the rising technique with the dumbbell in the passenger seat, and I used to do 100 reps from East Tamaki to North Shore for my first load, and then I'll do another 100 from North Shore to west side, and then another 100 from west side back to base. So I was doing 300 reps of rises. So that was my that'll be my one workout I've done, and was when I first started out. So
Me.
now
So
on
I've
to
made
Lewis. Well, same question for you, Lewis. One
Me would
workout.
probably. Does table time count as a workout? If you could only choose
Uh,
one workout?
nah, because then
Probably
you'll be
my one
kicking
is
and
probably the
bleeding.
same, but I like the pronation lift for my one. Just yeah, like you said, just the strap and just working the pronation with the riser because you can kind of go from one to another. But they said just only one workout. So I'd say because I top roll, so pronation lifts.
Hmm. Okay. And for you, Ben, one
Um,
arm wrestling movement workout.
oh,
So he's a pronator. He likes pronation lifts. So I like my riser. So what is Ben gonna
uh,
say? I'm curious.
All of the
I'm
above.
pretty sure. No. No. Or Tamale said. Tamale just responded to your answer. He said, "Thanks for the response, Cap."
Um,
Boom.
but you can't get it.
Uh,
What is your bro? You trying to get away from it?
okay. At the moment, it is. At the moment, when I get home, I've got my pronation, obviously pronation, Devon pronation, but I've been working on my riser a lot. So it's the Devon technique doing the rising.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So I've been doing some I do repetition with, and then I have one where I have a different rising set where it's more of a max lift. So I'll try rising and pronation is something that I do daily at home. So when I get
Uh,
home, it's like my medicine. So rising and pronation.
okay, next question from Storm. Question for the boys. Who would be your dream super match internationally or nationally? Sure. Let's start with Lewis.
Damn.
Ah,
Damn.
bro, that's a bit of a hard one, bro.
Hey, just call them all out there.
I'm I'm just new to the scene. Dream
But
super match.
yeah,
Probably John Brink, just because he's the goat. And they'll just be the dream super match that I would want to do. So I could
Damn.
just learn and just even if I get smoked, at least I got a super match of the goat. Well, that's my
Got
goat,
to
who I
hold his
reckon.
hand.
yeah, and in the country,
And in the country, ah,
who's on your radar? Who's on your radar? Who do you want to beat, like to get you
B
up there?
Ray. B Ray.
ah, it's a long, long way for me to get there. But I always like to go for the best. Probably the beast. There'll be a dream one day. No, if you want to be recognized as one of the best, you got to compete with the best, I guess. So that'd probably be the dream one. He's New Zealand national champion for like 12, 13 years in a row. So that'd be a dream super match.
Awesome. And then for you, Ben, same question.
It would be so the dream match I would have. Oh, it would be. Does it have to be real? Is it a realistic question, or is it more like a dream type
Dream.
of?
Whatever.
It says dream. It says dream. So I would
Yeah.
dream.
Okay. Oh, it does say dream too. I just seen it. It would be Devon Lorette for sure.
Oh yeah.
Hands down, Devon Lorette. And the second question would be also if it was in our country, it would be Jack and Finn
Oh,
Leonard. Those two, yeah, they're in my weight category. And I remember Finn Leonard used to be in 100 kg, but initially he was in the 90, if that's right. But he went to 100 and he's come back down. So though Finn, I've always looked up to. A lot of people used to call him like the Devon Lorette of New Zealand. So it's one guy I've looked up to for the longest time, and
Thin,
now
thin
he's
no
back on
limits.
Finn Low Limits. And you've probably met him, Lewis. Are you familiar
yeah.
with the person?
I've
Yeah.
I've met Finn and is that Jack Lawrence, the Wolverine?
And Jack Lance. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Then yeah, I've met both of them.
Yeah,
They're cool guys.
so
Um,
those two are on my radar. So those are like my dream matches to have in New Zealand as well. Although I can't
and
think of
then
anyone else. So.
Ben Pori says Ben Tahini versus Lewis Tonga would be a good match. Eyeball hand over face
Ooh,
emoji.
damn!
Just leave it at the eyeballs, eh? We'll just leave it at scene. We'll just leave it at scene for now.
Oh,
Trying to
man.
set me up with all these experienced guys.
Bro,
Chuck me in my
one
own.
nuts, bro. One nuts. Let's go. Let's go. Trying to get the tension high up in here, eh?
Actually, would that be an interesting match for you guys? Like, would you guys be interested in a super match? When you think about it, if you think about it deeply, would you guys consider it as a super match?
How many years have you had experience?
7.
Woo! But then
But
you got
the question is, what's your weight category?
Identify as light.
Weight does make a difference.
Yeah, I'm about
120,
125.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang it. The 120s are hard. And this is our first year at Apple with Murray. He was damn 120.
Murray's
And it does
strong
make it
too.
a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine you being strong as well. So it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting, I'd say. I wouldn't mind for funsies, make it a prelim
Nah,
match.
none of this fancy stuff, bro.
Funsies, you know how it is. Shut up, Charles.
No, yeah, definitely. Always keen on the challenge. Just always keen to rise up and give it my best.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be down when I'm up in Auckland. We'll have a little underground super match. We'll see when that comes.
Are you coming up for Auckland?
Yeah, definitely be coming up for Auckland's.
Oh, shucks, that's only around the corner, man. That doesn't give me much time to prep.
I'll definitely come up more often. You know, we've got Auckland champs, and then our last event in
Nationals.
Auckland will be nationals. But
Yeah.
it'll be June, then we have July, August, September, November, December. So at least
Oh,
got
we
like
got
a good
heaps of
5-6 months.
Yeah, we got heaps of time.
Yeah, well, definitely, and it'll be cool to do like a. Actually, I won't
I'm
mention that.
ignoring
I'll
all
leave
these
that for a
guys
question.
who's chatting
Yeah.
in the chat box, guys. Nah.
Hey, okay. Oh, someone mentioned Benji. What did he say? Benji
Nothing.
replying to Storm.
No, that's what I
Hirawani
just put on.
Ben Tahini versus Lewis Tonga would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, we
No.
just talked
Yeah.
about that one. Yeah. I got a
Someone
question for
said
you too, Lewis. Lewis, what is your strongest lane in arm wrestling?
I'm still learning, to be honest, but I guess it'll be outside. That top rolling back pressure would be so it'd be more back pressure with like maybe a high hook pronation.
And
Just
same question
pulling
for
back
you,
this
Ben?
way, rolling back.
I was into the hook, and now I'm unsure. I'm in like both worlds now. I was enjoying the hook when I first came back into the scene after 8 months, and then when I faced Murray, I couldn't hook, so I had to go back to the top roll. So I almost like to say a high hook, so I could be in between.
Yeah.
So at least I can try and still hook, but if I can't, I can go outside and I'd say high hook. That would be the closest thing I can get to top rolling as well. Although it's not a top, it's a high hook. So yeah, high hook. I would say high hook.
Nice.
And yourself, Charles?
Side pressure.
His pressure's
What is that?
crazy.
Nah, I actually got a new lane, and I actually learned it from one of our strongest opponent in our club, which is Woodzilla, who is our rank 1 on the right. So he taught me.
Bully.
Yeah, we call him the school bully Woods. He's taught me the new lane is getting pinned. So that's mine. Getting pinned by Woods.
I think I'm in that lane too.
Yeah,
from heaps of people.
That's why I'm just blaming the age now. I'm blaming the age. So. All right. Got any other questions, Ben?
I do have one, and I was about to mention it when I was talking to Lewis earlier. I'm just talking through my thoughts, but it was to do. Oh, what was it? What was it? Oh, come to me. Yes. So now that you've finished, because what was the competition that you said between Savage Stallions and yourself, Charles? Was that just the club wars?
Yeah, it was like club wars. It was like a 1-year anniversary for my club.
Yes.
So
just a little bit of history in the background. What was it? So we used to do this thing called Club Wars with Black Silk when they used to be back in South Auckland. That was our brother and sister club that we used to collab with and do club wars. And their club has moved to Australia and just split ways. And then now we got this opportunity now with our new brother and sister club, which is Savage Stallions out West Auckland. And it's good to be now we'll be able to do the same collabs that we had with Black Silk. And also that it was funny because when I met Lewis, was at the park, and he was at a birthday at Tortura Park. And I know we were training there, and it was my wife that was like, bro, that guy keeps staring at you guys. He's like, that's when we used to say, hey, bro, come ever go. When we had a talk. And then the funny story is that his cousin Abel is in Powerhouse, Gold Coast Powerhouse.
Oh,
he's the hype man. Yeah, so he was the hype man for Fatali, and that's how we started chatting. And then the other funny story was later on we found out that Ace and Guts, they actually went to school together. So it was just all this connections, and I think it was meant to be. You know what I mean? So,
what the? So Abel went to school with Ace and Guts.
No. I went to school with Guts.
Lewis went with Guts out west Auckland. Yeah. So that's how.
Funny thing was when I met Charles and Ned at the park. I saw them arm wrestling, and I was like keen, and I was showing signs that I was keen by it, like watching and sitting for ages and waiting for one of them to come over and ask me if I wanted to come. I was like, oh, where's these guys? So yeah, I was just waiting, and then eventually they caught notice that I was interested and came asked me, and then jumped on the table and learned, and fell in love ever since then. But it was a funny story. That one, just sitting there waiting for ages for one of them to come ask me if I wanted to return or interested in it.
Yeah, see, because I get so when I was on the table, I get so invested in just pulling and chilling with the guys. Where it's my wife who points out all the
potential.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite, man. I'm out there trying to like get anyone who has a look. Is like, hey, you keen? You want to jump on the table? Because I got enough people pulling on the table, so I'm the one running around being the extrovert, just trying to invite anyone.
that explains a lot why you got 51 members and many more. So
that's ridiculous. That's so many.
It's probably
members.
Not the biggest club in New Zealand, but
I've got the question now, Charles. It's come back to my mind, and for you, Lewis, my man.
Yes.
Who would be on your radar for your next event, whether that be Club Wars or Top 8 event?
For me, I'd like Club Wars because I like to involve my whole club in general, just getting everyone involved. That's why I like doing events with Charles, because he's got the numbers to match our numbers. Yes, I'm a big believer of we're all one big family. So I like to promote even the lowest in our club or the weakest in our club. Like I would like to promote them and let them have their time to shine as well.
Is there any particular club that you'd want to have your next Club Wars with?
Any club that I have a say. If you want to come get it, if you want to come get it, man.
Let's go, Wellington. Let's go, Wellington.
I was going to ask you that question. I was going to ask if Wellington was keen to bring the whole crew up, and they will organize it like how I did with Charles and Fresh Meat.
I'm just going to say good luck, Wellington, because you guys are going to have like 10 matches each.
Hey, say, Charles, can we have some of you guys to help us?
Well,
we'll definitely do some type of collaboration, maybe with the other clubs to fill the numbers up.
Yeah, well, that's
something
what
we talked about.
Idea in my head that I was looking at, like, because I know that a lot of clubs don't have a lot of numbers. So I was just going to call out like our club versus whoever. If you just wanted a super match, you sign up, and then we'll just try to assign you to whoever best possible, just in comms. And that's when I'd call it Savage Stallions. You want it, come get it. Something like that.
I'll definitely be keen for that. I wouldn't I'm not speaking on behalf of Kieran and everyone else that's part of the committee, but
Mm.
for myself, for sure. And I know there's other clubs who will definitely want to collaborate because we have in the Lower North Island, because we've got a event coming up in the next 3 weeks, I believe, 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's a club war between Manawatu, Taranaki, Wellington, and I think there's one more club. And that's basically all the clubs in the Lower North Islands. So if we were to do a collab with them and come up with these guys, we'll probably maybe at least
Bring all of
30,
them up.
40.
Yeah, bring all of them up.
Yeah. And it'll be awesome too because it's the best from every single club. So imagine us collaborating and fusing together and then coming up to arm wrestle use.
Yeah, well,
I'd
or we
say it's
could.
definitely possible.
Yeah, that'll be definitely an awesome collab. Uh, Having all those just to make the numbers.
Uh, I'll definitely be keen for that. It's just timing it with got Auckland champs now. We've got the
Yeah, well,
Manawatu Auckland champs nationals, and maybe after that, because the boys are. Charles, what are you planning to go to? I was about to say
Japan.
Titahi Bay, but not to
Oh,
Japan,
Tahiti.
to Tahiti. Yeah,
Uh, I think it's the around about the 20 mark in August. Around
Oh,
about
so
that
then
area.
August. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
so we're going out
August.
there.
And when's Japan?
September.
September. September. That's the one I really wanted to go to.
That's the
Japan.
one you have to be invited to, or is that WAF?
I think it's like top two in New Zealand, but I'm guessing if the top two don't even show up, I'm pretty sure you can still go and sign up for it. You know what I mean?
Those
Still
ones.
represent the New Zealand.
Videographer. Yeah. No.
Yeah. What is it? So just I got a question again. Who talks the most trash in your club? Let's go with Lewis. Who's the trash talker? I want to know. He talks too much.
Lewis
Oh,
like, bro, that's me, bro.
pretty much. I'm the one who just talks the most cocks in my club just to rally up the boys. No, our club's pretty much like a humble club. Yes, like I said, I'll probably just do some smart remarks on the table just to get in their head, just to try to rock them up. But yeah, yeah, we're pretty humble club ourselves. Just when it's time to put on the show, I guess a whole aura just to change, and then yeah, they become a different animal on the stage.
Wow. And I can
And for,
imagine that. I couldn't imagine that.
okay, who's the trash talker in Wellington? Ben.
It would be. Can I include the Lower North Island clubs?
Yeah. I'm curious. Just call them all out, man.
I'd say when we have our club wars down in Wellington, Lower North Island brawl, it's usually Sean. Sean will bring out the yeah, baby, boom. Or
Is
you'll
that all you got?
say, yeah, or you'll say you're my dog, you're my dog,
Oh,
and it just it's just to bring entertainment into the
oh,
fight and for
definitely,
the crowd.
definitely.
So it's all entertainment.
Oh my! I got a cousin. He's got
I'd say
his
Sean.
move, kiss of
I
death.
And then I think
I didn't
the
catch that.
trash
My
talkers for my club is interesting. No. I'll say I think my girls, the girls, Mali and Mussy. I'll call you out on screen.
Call up the girls.
Trash talking the cap. No. Nah, and also I think maybe Ace and Ben Yoris, they had their little banters and all that, which is quite funny too. So
Mr. Riwa.
cool. I think we can wrap it up here with our wrap it up questions, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Do you want to open up with those wrap-up questions, Charles?
What's the wrap-up question you got for us, Charles?
I think I'm with you.
That's Ben's job.
Oh, what do you got? What do you got, Ben? Well, what are we wrapping up with?
If there's, so this is for you, Lewis. If there's something different that you could do for your next event, what would that be?
Mm, for me personally, or for the club?
Uh, Either way, we can go for yourself personally. Just
Probably just
bring
like
it to the
getting
heart of the matter.
probably trying to get like a team together where like I can just compete as an athlete and not try to do everything like myself. I guess like trying to MC, trying to organize the stuff, and that's probably what I'll try to do better as an event organizer. Just trying to delegate more of the responsibilities to other people, and yeah,
Makes sense.
just bringing the vibes, some more vibes, making the crowd more interested to
And I guess
Awesome.
when you say that, it gives you like more focus on what you want to do. So if you were to compete, at least you can focus and know
yeah.
you can warm up, get your corners ready for yourself to get some advice, someone to organize your water, some food, something in that nature, and then you're able to complete a good, successful fight rather than trying to put on every hat, organizing, emceeing, making sure people are going on the table, making sure everything's flowing. Uh,
And then
Definitely being
jump
in that
on.
position. So, yeah, you're
Yeah.
definitely not there because you're thinking of so many things, which makes sense. And what about yourself, Charles? As I close up question.
Oh shit! I didn't even hear the question. Sorry.
And the question was saying, or just the question is, uh,
Not paying the attention.
hey, hey,
Let me read this. Tisma says, "Shot for the talk, Lewis. Awesome hearing from other clubs / athletes around New Zealand. See you at Auckland Champs." Boom.
Mean. Definitely see you at Auckland Champs.
Yeah. So what's the question again, Ben? Sorry.
and we can relate it to the top 8 event and the club wars. What would you do different from the last event that you would do for your upcoming event? What was something different that you would do that you'll bring to the table that you didn't do?
Actually, I think the only difference or what I can improve on is maybe instead of having the camera stationary at the table, so when there's no one at the table, actually get someone to like
Move it
pick up a
around.
tripod and like move it to the corners, or
Yeah.
like have the cameras in the corners so you can switch it to the scene where you see the athlete massaging their arms and you can hear the
Yes.
corner person chat, like giving them advice.
Mm.
But yeah,
Getting a
that's
media
one thing.
team, eh?
Yeah, get a media team, but then media teams are too
Sheesh.
expensive, so you might as well just create your own and freestyle it. But yeah,
No, that makes sense.
that's the only change I'll do is not keeping the camera stable,
Seeing
and
nothing.
yeah, and probably put cameras in the corners so you can hear the what the corners are saying to their opponents, because it'll be real interesting to see
Hear
what
what they say.
advice what advice they're giving to their opponents, to see their switch up and adjustments on the table, which will be mean to watch, and it should catch a lot of the audience's attention. So
But
yeah, that's me. But
on that,
I was trying to keep those ideas to myself, but now you guys know it. So hopefully, when you guys do your events, you can try and implicate it into your one.
yeah, for sure. And I think that's an important thing to bring up in this space as well. And for future events
Anyone.
that anyone does, it's to have
There's a
that
there's a
media team.
standard now, eh? There's a standard that
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
of
Well,
course. And
the thing for me is I try not to do what everyone else is doing. I try to think outside the box, like you know what I mean, like not trying to do medals. Like for Wellington, it's perfect because you did the rings. See,
yeah.
it's just different stuff. Trying to be different, try not to do the same thing as everyone else because it's just boring.
we came up with a shield.
Yes, with the shield,
Let's go.
So
And
Just
I
little
just
stuff
wanted to
like that
mention
to make
something.
the sport interesting. So yeah.
I just wanted to add to that, Charles and Lewis. But yeah, it's a good idea having a media team. And one of the technical issues that we came up with in Wellington was the Wi-Fi situation.
Mm.
Was the Wi-Fi situation? We thought we had that on board, and
Yeah.
then it was just that
Okay.
we had all different angles going, but that's when all the glitches and that started happening.
Yeah. Okay. I could actually talk more on that. I think it was just the software, like I said, like because you're trying. No, I think the only issue was that because you're trying to connect to one Wi-Fi, but it wasn't strong enough, and then you guys try to put on a hotspot and try to feed it onto 4 cameras or 4 phones. Where, for instance, this app that we're using now, you can use your own data, and you have to worry about the Wi-Fi connections and all that. So.
Would you be happy to share that knowledge to us in this space?
No.
I don't want to be
No. Fight
How about we just show it on Auckland Champs on the 25th of April, guys? So hopefully,
I was gonna say,
it works out. So
yeah.
I'll set it up.
Trial and error.
Yeah, try and error. If it works, then it works. If not, then damn, on to the next, I guess.
Yeah,
But
okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's good to have Lewis on board, and it's good to share that his club, which is out of West Auckland, guys, Savage Stallions. You can find them on Facebook, Insta. If you got TikTok, Lewis?
Yes, TikTok, Savage Stallion, Auckland.
You can find them on all those platforms.
Yeah.
Reach out to
Follow
him,
you there.
or you can reach out to myself, and I can give him. I can send you the details to get a hold of him. And that's it from me.
Cheers for having me on board, guys. I appreciate the nice yarn with you guys and digging into your guys' brains. Appreciate you guys bringing me on Inside the Straps podcast.
There's going to be more because we're going to talk about the event that Lewis had put on. Was it the 7th of March when we had our club wars? And we will bring on some match makeups. So be ready to look out for those episodes. There could be like 40 plus. So
Damn it.
a lot of members to get through.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of members to get through, but the main ones I want to get through is our Australian chapters. So it'll be good to
get our Oz and our females and our young ones.
And the
our
females
young
and the teenage, yeah, for sure. So
they'll
be in the next and up and coming podcast.
And some history. Some history.
And that's us for tonight, guys. Thank you for the whole whānau for tuning in. And hope you guys enjoyed yourself. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace.
Good to have you on, Lois. Thank you.
Savage Stallions. Yeah, great to be on board, guys.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wellington.
Hello.
Hey!
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
So I gave everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off. That's literally my mindset at that time. So,
and I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z.